What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be replacing the OEM shift knob in this Dodge Challenger with our candy red sphere. We do offer a couple different shapes for the Dodge Challenger, but today we're going to go with this one, and it has our retro engraving on the top. It's a pretty straightforward install, so let's get into it. So the first step we need to do is slip the boot down over the lock nut. There's an O-ring inside here which will allow it to stretch and slip over, and to do that you're simply going to just pull down on it, kind of wiggle it at the same time. It'll come out of the retainers on the shift knob. We just got to get down over the lock nut to reveal that. Now that our lock nut is revealed, we're going to loosen it from the shift knob itself. And then once that's loosened, we can go ahead and thread off our OEM shift knob. So now that the shift knob is off, the jam nut, we are going to be reusing that, so we can just go ahead and leave that where it is. The next thing we need to do is thread in the extension into the shift knob if we haven't already. So we're just going to make sure that's snugged up, and then we can go ahead and thread our shift knob on. The cool thing about our adapter is it's threaded pretty deep, so we can set it low down if we want to, or we can bring it up and set it up high. Now, one thing I want to mention, if you are going to be setting it high, to thread it down so at least a ½ inch of threads is inside the extension. But we're going to put it to where the OEM lock nut was, so we're just going to go ahead and screw that on down. All right. Now at this time, this is when we're going to line up our engraving. So right now I got the engraving straight, and then we can go ahead and hold the knob and extension, grab our wrench, and we're going to tighten the lock nut up to the extension. So now that the lock nut is tight up against the extension, the knob is straight. Next thing we need to do is slip the boot up so it sits on top of the nut. Now that we have the boot slipped over the lock nut, the installation is complete. Be sure to shop Billetworkz.com to check out other shape variants, colors, and engravings that we have available for the Dodge Challenger. Or if you have any questions, leave a comment down below. Thanks. See you next time.